Well, I'd like to think I make some really good bonbons.
Jess Wang moves around this kitchen with focused intensity. There's much to do and little time.
You have to make sure you don't get any ganache on the side, otherwise I'm not going to be able to seal it properly.
Such is life in the world of high-level pastry and chocolate, where the smallest misstep is the difference between perfection and disaster.
Any type of scratch, any type of blemish, you're going to be able to see it when you unmold it.
Jess is the pastry chef and owner of Hedonism.
But I just want people to get excited. Different doesn't have to be scary, just it can be really freaking exciting.
A one-person operation, Hedonism began as a series of pop-ups, with Jess serving savory dessert omakase. But when the pandemic hit, she changed course and started selling a chef's assortment, tasting menu of bonbons.
Bonbons are made with a polycarbonate mold. The plastic mold that you see, you have to temper the chocolate, cocoa butter, and then put the chocolate on the outer shell, put the ganache, which is usually a mixture of cream, chocolate, butter, and inverted sugar, other things to stabilize it. And then you finish it off with chocolate to seal it.
Ooh, that's
and,
a clean one.
Ooh, yeah. That makes me happy.
Airbrushed and hand-painted, Jess's bonbons are quite literally bite-sized pieces of edible art. In large quantities, each boundary-pushing flavor, from guava goat cheese to bone marrow caramel, takes about 4 days to produce. And when you consider every box features 12 utterly unique bonbons, the amount of work is immense.
I put my heart and soul into everything. And yeah, as much as I want to take a step back, it's hard. Hedonism is my baby. So the grind is very hard, but it's also something that I do it because I love it. This is everything to me.
A native of Seattle, Jess began dreaming of a career in pastry when she was 12 years old. But she didn't initially pursue it. Instead, she attended Seattle University. And after studying abroad in Japan, she returned to teach English to school children.
They're elementary school students. They asked me a lot of questions, and I could speak Japanese. They asked me, so what did you want to be when you grow up? And long story short, I told them I wanted to be a chef. And they asked me point blank, why aren't you a chef? So because a lot of my students were in really difficult situations, I essentially promised them that when they turned 20, and they were 12 at the time, that I would go back to Japan to show them I became a chef. I wanted to show them that it's possible, as cheesy as it is.
For 8 years, those students were Jess's driving force, pushing her onward as she graduated from one of the top culinary schools in France, then worked at Michelin-starred restaurants in Paris and renowned kitchens in New York. Though ultimately the reunion she hoped for never came to be, with COVID making it essentially impossible for her to return to Japan.
I will go back, but I've kind of accepted the fact that I won't see them again, and they know I love them. They know that I'm glad that I could be their teacher. That's all I really wanted. That's what any teacher really wants for their kids.
With Hedonism, with each perfect, hand-packed box of bonbons, Jess is paying homage to her students and her chefs and mentors. But perhaps more importantly, she's sharing a piece of herself.
It's just me, like, being authentic to myself and just showcasing that to people. Aren't we all just trying to just find happiness in life, really? Yeah, dessert and wine, and that's hedonistic, but at the end of the day, we're all human and just trying to be happy.
For Seattle Refined, I'm Brandon Bernstead.